Who was George Mason? Well, he was born Eliza Matar in Buffalo, New York. He was someone who lost his mother at age 9 and had a pretty rough life growing up. He had been in the Army in World War II. He was the youngest member of Governor Quinn's cabinet. He was in charge of economic development. When the Republicans lost the election and he was no longer employed, he started Pacific Business News. And with the money from PBN, that is where the money that I get to advise came from. He was always helping people. He was always supporting local charities. He was always helping his employees.
My job is so fascinating because I get to meet people from all walks of life with wonderful spirits and rich histories and stories.
We are on a journey. We have birth, we have death. It's a journey in between that matters, and that's what we need to find out from our patients and their families.
I find it rewarding to listen to the hearts of the patients and their families. I find it rewarding to listen to their stories. And I find it rewarding and a privilege to be an intimate part of their life.
To be with patients and families. I don't get to do that a lot, but when I do, it's an honor to be with them, especially they're going through a high crisis, anxiety time of their life.
Palliative care is important because it's a holistic type of care that really looks at the individual, tries to figure out what are their goals of care, and then strategizes to meet those needs as best as possible. It also focuses on the relief of suffering. And the suffering, because it can be in so many different forms, we come as a team. We provide physicians, nurses, social workers, and chaplains so that we may address different aspects of an individual's care.
Kumukit Cares was designed and developed from our marketing department and all of the employees and management of the company, looking at how to consolidate our efforts into particular nonprofits and needs out in the community that we felt that we could administer out to. And we started within our company.
We have approximately 70 families that work for this company and are a very large part of our success. Passionate, dedicated families. And we're a family-first company, so it was sort of a natural progression that we would focus on giving back to the community in ways that kind of surround families.
I had just returned from the mainland taking care of my granddaughter who died of a brain tumor, and I knew how important a pediatric hospice program would be. I read in the paper that Hospice Hawaii wanted to start one, and I immediately knew that that is where some of the funds ought to go. In a hospital, they're trying to make you better. To be in a hospice, you know you aren't going to get better, but you're taking advantage of every single moment that you have left, and that is so important.
For anyone considering Hospice Hawaii, don't be afraid because you would be meeting extraordinary people and healthcare staff.
And they're with you all the time, 24/7. At a call, a drop of a hat, they'll be there to help support you along this journey.
It's a comprehensive type of care, also interdisciplinary. It provides physicians, social workers, nurses, chaplains. It gives the patients and families an extra measure of peace.
The obvious passion and compassion they bring to families in need, their true love and feelings towards children and anybody in terminal challenges.
That hope and understanding that there's something and somebody there to be with you during very, very difficult times.
You will get help that you can't imagine. You'll get more than you thought you needed.